morning, good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. It's me again, Jen. Hello! And we are here on this beautiful Tuesday in June, and we are reading from the Insect Tarot, which is a tarot deck and companion guide created by Lauren Sherman. And you will see the links in the description for Sherman's Planet because there's a lot of other cool things going on that website. And these cards were graciously gifted to me by my dear friend Frith, who makes amazing Gallifreyan circle art. And she puts all of that art on her Etsy shop, which, by the way, is in the link below. If you have not yet checked out her Etsy shop, what are you waiting for? It's amazing. She's super cool, and her art is amazing, and I am dropping cards, which tells me it is time to see what card we are dealing with today with our Insect Tarot. So let's see what we got today. All right. Oh, okay. We have the Nine of Wands. Yes, these cards are Rider-Waite inspired, so there is a lot of imagery and things that do kind of reference the Rider-Waite tarot. I think this one's pretty close, I would say, but it's kind of sideways because we know that in the typical Nine of Wands, the nine of the wands are standing. One of them is being held by an individual. And the card itself, obviously with nines, represents kind of a culmination of whatever the story was. It's kind of a bringing things to a head or bringing things to the kind of ending. It's not the final piece to the puzzle, but it is all the things are lined up. It's sort of like all your dominoes are finally lined up and it's time to push and see what happens. So the Nine of Wands obviously has to do more with creativity and passions and projects and things like that. It can have to do with work if something in your work is something you're truly passionate about. If it's more about, your school or things that are more creative, I feel like is what this leans into. Not always though. So Nine of Wands is going to be, you've got all your ducks in a row, you've got everything set up and it's ready, and now it's just time to let things go and let it happen. If it's going to work, it's going to work. If it's not, it's not. I think of the Nine of Wands sort of like a Rube Goldberg machine. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, check out some old cartoons. The Rube Goldberg machine is that machine that they push a button and then the fan turns on and the light turns on and the coil starts going and the fishing line moves and then the dominoes fall and the orange falls and it cracks the egg and then you have breakfast when it would have been just as easy to crack the egg and have breakfast. That's my really crummy description of a Rube Goldberg machine. I've built them before for classes and things. It's a lot of fun. But when you build them, while you can test each component over and over and over again, ultimately, it's that last one that if you don't have everything just right, you could totally screw it up at the very end. And if anything goes wrong throughout that whole thing, you don't get the result you want. So this, to me, the Nine of Wands is the Rube Goldberg machine. It's everything is set up. I'm ready to go. Let me just push that domino, push that button, and here we go, and let's just see what happens. And there is a bit of a holding your breath with this card because you don't really know for sure what's going to happen. I really want to know about this insect, though, so let's see what's going to happen with that. And for that, we've got to look at the cute little companion guide that came with this deck of cards. And here we go. 7 of Wands, 8 of Wands, one more page. Okay, this is the ironclad beetle. Cool. And it is Zophorus nodulusus haldemani. I'm much better at reading this than I am at saying it. That's all I gotta say. So long struggle and perseverance is another way of perceiving this card. Absolutely. And here we go. Ironclad beetles are among the toughest shelled insects. Collectors often have to use a drill to pin mount the specimens. This one is pictured struggling through tangled twigs and thorns, but light is visible at the surface. There's only a few more twigs to push aside before it's free. So this is really cool. I did not know that this bug was that hard shelled. I don't think I'd ever heard of the ironclad beetle. I'm kind of wondering where it's from. But the fact that they have to drill through this thing to get to pin it to a board is just crazy. I wonder how big it is. It doesn't say anything about the size of this insect. I really hope that the other thing that reading these does this month is that you not only gain an interest from about the tarot and the symbolism of the tarot, but that you gain an interest in insects and their weird and interesting lives and stuff. Because I don't think I ever would have learned this much about bugs if I didn't have this particular deck. And it is something that I'm not upset that I'm learning about. So, yes, the Nine of Wands is that perseverance, getting through all the struggle of building your Rube Goldberg machine or whatever it may be, and pushing through to the very end. Things are almost done. You're about to have your breakfast, your cake and eat it too, as it is. And yes, I think this is an excellent card for a Tuesday because here we are. We have made our plans. We're ready to go. Let's launch something. Let's get ready. Let's make it happen so that for the weekend we can forget about it. So there you go. There is our Nine of Wands, our Tuesday card, and I'm super excited, and I cannot wait to see what we get tomorrow. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, and I will see you soon. Bye!